Kojima Productions is no stranger to doing fan service, so when I saw that they were doing a limited edition collector's edition of Death Stranding for the PlayStation 4, I had to take a look. Join me today as we do a quick unboxing of the absolutely bonkers collector's edition of Death Stranding. This is Half Circle Forward. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Death Stranding Collector's Edition, which just released. So there are actually 3 different versions of Death Stranding available: the Standard Edition, the Special Edition, and then this, the Collector's Edition. So this is the top tier version with all the added bonuses. Now, the first thing I'll say about this is that the box is absolutely massive. This comes in at around about 2 feet tall, and when I went to pick this up, I actually grabbed my Death Stranding PlayStation 4 Pro as well. And the box for this is actually quite substantially bigger than even the console, so I was definitely taken aback by that. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. Starting off on the front of the box, the artwork obviously shows Norman Reedus there in his character as Sam Porter Bridges, so I really like the artwork that they picked for this. It is the same artwork that they used for the Collector's Edition PlayStation 4 Pro as well, but it looks nice nonetheless. Moving on to the side of the box, obviously we've just got the Death Stranding logo there, so nothing too spectacular. And then moving on to the back of the box, they've got a really nice scene from the game. Again, I think this is the one that they used on the back of the PlayStation 4 Pro console itself, but this one actually has a list of contents here. So obviously you can see you've got the full game that's going to be coming in a steelbook case, which I believe is exactly the same as the Special Edition. You have a BB Pod statue. We've got Luden's minifigure, the Bridges cargo case, which obviously is the reason this is so big. So I'm quite excited to get into this one, if I'm honest. Right, so continuing on with the box, we'll take a look at the other side there. That has the Death Stranding logo, exactly the same as the previous one. And onto the top of the box, which just has the Death Stranding Collector's Edition logo. So let's break these seals here, and we'll see what's inside. Right, so straight off the bat, you'll see the game itself, which is great. That's the Steelbook version of the game. Like I said a minute ago, I believe this is the same Steelbook that they're using for the Special Edition. The one difference here is that it doesn't actually have a slip sleeve with it, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest. So let's take a look inside this box and see what's in there. So obviously we've got the game disc, and then it looks like we've got a couple of cards with just your download code. So that's your bonus content there. And we'll break for just a second to take a closer look at the Steelbook there. So on the front, obviously, again, you've got Norman Reedus' character there. And on the back, you've got the Kojima Productions logo, so nice and clean. And on the inside of the case, without the game and the download cards there, you can see a scene from the game. So I really like that, actually. That's quite nice. Okay, so moving on, let's take this top tray out and see what else is underneath. So we've just got a bunch of packaging material here. Obviously, this is where the case is going to be, so we'll dig into this. Let's pull this out real quick, and we'll see what we've got. And I'll speed this up just a shade because it's a little bit fiddly trying to get this out of the box without destroying it. All right, perfect. So this is the carrying case. It's actually quite nice. I'm quite impressed with this. Let's pull this plastic off and we'll take a look at it in a little bit more detail. And again, I'll just speed this up for a second while I'm fumbling with the plastic. Now, if I'm completely honest, the case isn't as high a quality as I was expecting. It almost feels like a Rubbermaid tote type plastic. Nice, nonetheless, and it's definitely a nice collectible. But in all honesty, I was kind of expecting something a little bit more. You can see in the center there, you can see the mold marks, which obviously is part of the production process. But small detail that I think they could have probably avoided and would have probably made it feel a little bit more premium. And we'll flip this over real quick and see if there's anything on the back. And there's not. Alright, so pop in the tabs here. Let's get inside the box. This is where all the good stuff should be. So the first thing you'll see here is just a quick informational sheet letting you know the BB Pod is decorative, obviously. Not entirely sure what else you would use it for. So we'll put that aside and let's take a look at some of the contents here. Alright, so first up is this Luden's minifigure. It's quite nice, a little bit smaller than I anticipated. I mean, it's a minifigure, but I thought it might be a little bit bigger. Comes in a clear protective case. There's actually some quite nice detail on this. It just has the Kojima logo on the top there, and an informational sticker on the back. Next up is the damage sensor tape. This literally is just a roll of tape. But with that being said, I actually really appreciate seeing in-game items being replicated in the real world. So as stupid as it may sound, this is actually kind of cool. So finally, we're going to get onto the life-size BB pod, which is one of the main reasons I think most people want this. So let's get this out of the plastic real quick and take a look and see what it looks like. So my initial impressions on this are actually really good. It looks like they've put a lot of effort into this. The level of detail is really high, and it actually looks like something I would expect to see in the game. Now again, I can really appreciate when the developers put together something that will immerse you more in the game, and I think something like this is a really nice add-on, especially for fans of the game. Now this has some light up features, and I'm not entirely sure if this clip does anything. Let's see. No. But there is a power button here at the bottom, and it doesn't look like you get batteries included with this, so I have to do that after I'm done filming, but I am quite excited to see how this looks all lit up. So let's get a couple of close-up shots of the baby here, just so you can see the details. I'm actually really impressed with how they made this. It looks really nice. I think the baby looks great. The detail on the baby is fantastic, to be fair. The pod is really nice. The quality of the pod and the build is really good. And again, I'm just really looking forward to seeing this all lit up. So that's everything that's physically included in the Death Stranding Collector's Edition box. Overall, I think this is a great piece of fan service from Kojima Productions. I think the production quality is overall really good. I was a little bit disappointed with the case itself, but to be fair, the BB pod really made up for that. I think if you're a Kojima fan, this will be a worthwhile addition to your collection. If you are a fan of Death Stranding, be sure to check out our video unboxing of the Death Stranding PlayStation 4 Pro console. There should be a link in the card coming up in just a couple of seconds. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please drop us a like and also consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. And also don't forget to check us out on Twitter. Thanks for watching.